Hey all, and welcome back to Batman the Telltale series. Before we get started, if you haven't seen the previous 3 episodes, you might want to go back and check those out first, because we're going to be starting episode 2 today. But other than that, let's jump on in.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
It's like, but we need them for help.
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Somebody! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
I should hope it does.
Don't have to do this.
Don't go back to the side of your
You now, Master Bruce.
biggest tragedy. I've done that shit myself, and it would make me feel worse. I love that it's straight up just called Crime Alley, though. That will never not be fucking
I
hysterical.
thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's also public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family, too. Don't forget that.
lip
I've been
sync
dreading
is
this day for
really
nearly
off
2
in this
decades.
game. Could just be me.
I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce.
You don't get to be that
You
rich
can't amass
without being...
that kind of wealth without making certain moral
Yes,
compromises.
fucking exactly, Alfred.
It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Damn, don't yell at Alfred.
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to
He's
take
like
in.
30. You should have, like, told him.
I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed. And you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you.
Listen to your British dad.
I hope you can forgive me.
Goth dad, listen to British dad.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you.
I can't
I
be
won't
mad
let
at
you down
Alfred.
again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big.
Because he clearly was working with someone else.
Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption.
It's like thinking that,
You don't think. You
what's his
always
face?
said it was
Who
a
shot
simple
JFK?
mugging.
I almost called him
In
John
20
Wilkes Booth,
years,
and I'm
you've
like, that's
never
the guy who
wavered
shot
from
Lincoln.
that story.
It's like thinking,
I can
what's-
recall every moment of
it's
that
like
night in
thinking,
vivid
what's his
detail.
face is the only killer. The
But
only
maybe that's
person
wrong.
involved in killing JFK.
Sometimes we block out
don't
things
think
we don't
he
want to
was-
face.
I'm not doing that at all.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Had to have been working with someone else.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer?
Pretty sure he beat the,
The
shit out of
possibilities
him.
are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was
Did he
stabbed to
ask
death in prison.
first
No
if
one mourns for
they'd
Joe
rather
Chill,
dance with
Bruce.
the devil in the pale moonlight? I'm trying to see if he actually properly looks like small child or if
He
he
just
looks
wanted
like
to
a tiny
protect us.
little man.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that.
It's kind of adorable. But
She
also
was
that's
always so good to me.
such a rich person thing to do.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
He was 9. I don't blame him for not remembering everything. And it's hard to
Do I really
sometimes
wanna
with a
know?
traumatic event to remember everything.
Bruce, stay back. Bruce, stay back.
Nothing personal. Just business. Just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Don't call me. It's a mistake. Mistake.
Oh, fuck. Why do you have to shoot her too, though? Did she know? Was she involved with this shit also? And if she wasn't also involved, why did he go? Why did he shoot her? Why didn't he shoot Bruce? Are you gonna see those pearls like scatter across the alley? Yes. Is it really Batman if you don't see Martha Wayne's pearls being flung across the alleyway? Oh shit! So he was supposed to kill him too. Fuck.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Kick his ass. Someone has your parents killed. I think it's only right you do get to beat them up just a little bit.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support.
Bro,
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Bro, I'm gonna
Wait,
be honest
what?
with you.
Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but Just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
True. If
Gentlemen.
I do beat the shit out of him, there would definitely be some headlines.
We finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, well, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if you
Nice
ask
job
Vicky,
bringing in
or
Falcone.
give the info to Vicky, like...
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the
do you
hook,
not
Renee.
get to do that?
Not this time.
Oh, okay, so that was Renee,
Mr.
I
Wayne,
wasn't sure.
Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say,
Renee.
some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
I'm so excited to see Renee. I love her so
We're
much.
keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
I'm sorry, but I know I made the choice, but you're just tooting your own horn
All
there,
right,
Wayne.
Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here. The hell? Bruce Wayne?
I come here to ask you, on the anniversary of my parents'
You
killing.
must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me.
Duh, he's a
Good thing I'll be
billionaire.
out of here in a week.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father had sew me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
I thought
Until
first he
you
was going to
sent Joe
suggest
Chill
that
to kill
he
him.
was in polyamorous relationship with
So that's what this is really about, huh?
when he said more
The
than
pup
friends.
digging up a 20-year-old killing.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city.
We built
Still
this
do.
city. We built this city on crime and corruption.
Damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there.
I don't think I should.
Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
I'm not giving it to him. He can sit there in pain. The game's gonna make me do it, though. I don't want to beat him up too bad, but I'm not
I'm not here to take care of you.
going.
You deserve to suffer for what you did.
I wish there was a third option. I just simply wanted to not
course.
give him anything.
You'd never know the truth. I'm us in yet.
I need you alive, but only until I have answers.
He's still gonna get kicked out.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne seed. He loves you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. If you got on his bad side. Your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich, including you. Some people just have the mind for it.
I never asked for any of it.
And yet, the money spends, doesn't it?
He made you rich, but you still had him killed.
What, you really think I ordered the hit?
Yes.
Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time.
Unless it was Hill.
Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
It was not Alfred, if that's what you're
Parents
suggesting.
learned that the hard way.
They're waiting for you in hell!
Renee!
Montoya! Put the weapon down!
The bastard had to die!
Okay, what if those lines are?
Hands in the
She's
air!
been drugged or
Stand
something.
down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out!
Fucking
Go!
shoot at everybody. God
Go!
damn. Like, ACAB, but also, this is the worst fucking police department I've ever seen.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this?
I'm
We
guessing by
had
the
Gotham's
blue
biggest
veins
crime lord in our grasp.
that she was drugged or something.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
There's definitely something
Then
wrong
we
with
need
her.
the
Did you not
complex
see how
facts,
pale and
like
veiny she
how
looked?
and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything.
We're
I
not
have to
gonna-
know why she did
We're not
this.
gonna beat up Renee. She's one of my favorite characters.
Alfred, Falcone's been
Like,
murdered.
in general, in DC.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Fresh injection site.
someone
Doesn't look
drugged
like
her.
blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
I have to do that to scroll up.
I'll
It's
be
so
in touch
funny.
as soon as I have the result.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne?
I don't know that I enjoy her design in this, but like,
What's going on?
because I couldn't instantly go, oh yeah, that's
Oh,
Renee.
but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Easy, easy, Sergeant. Gordon and I are going to get you through this.
Through this? Oh, God. Falcone. What have I done?
Like really, I just
I
guessed we were
believe you
gonna
were
see
drugged,
Renee
Sergeant.
because I saw a cop that was a lady, and she's the only lady cop I
It would
know
explain
of
a lot.
in Gotham.
Listen, you have to
Granted,
believe
she does
me.
later stop being a cop,
I
and then she
talk
becomes
big about hurting thugs
questioned.
like Falcone. But I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so
Yeah,
foggy.
Gordon, unfortunately, all
I
cops are
remember
bastards.
a
But
sharp pain.
I would trust Jim
There's an
Gordon
ejection
with my
site on your
life.
neck.
Then
I
it
know
just
he
felt
thinks he can undo
light,
the corruption from
like
within.
I could do whatever
but,
I
like, you're part of
wanted.
the system now,
No
bud.
guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Oswald.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
Someone used her as a weapon, Harvey. They drugged her and sent her after Falcone.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Don't put Renee's name in the body.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
God, what if I got Renee in so much trouble? Like, she was drugged. I would not say that was her fault. But goddamn. So dramatic.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
But
Whoever
again,
did
she
this was
drugged.
judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three.
So I'm not like blaming.
I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
You sure about that?
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense.
If it was
Your
Cobblepot's
father,
parents.
Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
There we go.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
wait, you go. Be alright. Alright.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold,
Yeah,
did you, Oz?
damn.
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Must be his minions, or at least that big guy looks like a vampire. Like a classic vampire.
You lot, come check out this office. Where is it?
I don't know! Please, Mr. Cobblepot!
Name's Faith. You can help me, or you can join Falcone.
Let him go.
Batman!
Hi,
It's
buddy.
about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order. I'll crush him.
I can't think of any
Now,
Rolands.
have a little respect for the bat. Think he
It's
underestimates
like an
you.
obvious reference I'm not getting, in which case I'm sorry.
Is this about Falcone?
I know way more about Marvel than DC. I enjoy both, but I know way
We
more
all
about
saw
Marvel.
how you
I've
felt
read way
about
more of their
Falcone.
comics.
Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many.
Just slightly
Might be
above
time
point
to
there.
reconsider.
He's on point,
As
but
a
he's
show
right.
of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing.
He's just
I
a
actually
big Goth
admire
theater
you,
kid.
Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Or, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Now we have to fight the big guy.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Solomon Grundy looking motherfucker. Oh shit! Swinging and kicking in the chest. Ah, wasted opportunity. That would have been so fucking cool. I like my idea better.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
The only old person who's good with tech. Alright, I think we're gonna end things here for now. If you've been enjoying the video, if you enjoyed the series, the game, what have you, and you'd like to see more, it would be really cool if you could hit those like and subscribe buttons. Maybe leave a comment if you're feeling generous. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.